And this means freedom, self-awareness, expression. And this to me means you can be more than one thing. I'm Jasmine Bowdry, and you're listening to And This Podcast. And this is all about being multidimensional and multifaceted, not being put in a box because someone expects you to be there, but it's allowing yourself to try and be the different things, to try different avenues, to try different things that you may have had passion or interest in, but not just being in a box, right? Not just doing the thing because, hey, I went to school to be a doctor, so I can only be a doctor. I can only be this. And this is about being this and this and this. So Sway, I want to ask you, when you think about the words and this, what do you think about?
I think about the things I want in life, and there's more than one thing I want. I want that, and this, and this, and this. So I have to have that same mindset when it comes to business. I have to do this, and this, and this, and that's just the reality of it. And I think, like you said, a lot of people struggle in life, and period, is being in a box. I feel like you can't have and this until you really accept this. And I feel like there was a point in time where I was definitely in a box. I was like a corporate robot is what I refer to myself as, trying to just be so perfect and make sure I post certain stuff. I can only talk about salon suites. And it's like the second I said, I don't give a dang, I'm talking about it just changed everything because people like authenticity and they want to see that you're human too because you appear to be a robot. Well, damn, I'm not a robot, so I can't relate to you. But okay, you're out living life. You have a family. You're on vacation. You're laughing. You're twerking. So hey, I can relate to you. So I think it starts with like just you accepting and loving yourself, and then you can do anything.
When you say "and this," I almost think of two things, right? It's a closing of a chapter and the beginning of the next, you know. And so for me, you know, it is a period and a comma when I hear "and this," because for me personally, I've closed the chapter, comma, and I'm ready to do something different. And so that's what comes to mind, and also letting other people know that you can do that as well, right? Like it's okay for you to say, you know what, I've been doing this thing, my heart's not in it anymore. You know, the market conditions may have changed. I'm really passionate about something else now, or I have this curiosity and I want to do more research around this. It's okay to say, okay, I am going to pursue this now, right? Or I'm going to take the time I need in order to retool some things in my personal life and then pursue the business again. And so for me, and this is a period and a comma. You know, you could close something out, you could start something new at the same time.
You know, God gives you these gifts and you have to choose whether you want to use it or not. And I know that I have a gift because I was able to do it before. I was able to have the infrastructure to build a brand large. So if I say that I'm trying to go on this walk with God and I love God and I want to promote his word, well, what better way to do it than something I've already proven I'm good at, which is clothing. And so when I go shopping for Christian brands, there's some dope ones out there, but there's like something missing. And it's the same way HBCU clothing. There was dope ones out there before, just something missing. And I feel like I can give it what is missing. So it allows me to talk about God in my own way. Because everybody's not like hey, can I pray for you? That's not everybody's way they deal with God. For me, that's not how I do. But I think for me with clothing and through the words and messaging and certain things I'm designing now, I designed this one shirt that's really cool, and it's a scripture on the front, but if you search the scripture on the back, it makes so much sense. It's like a lot of like, ooh, that's good. I'll show it to you off camera. But I think through this, it allows me to express creativity. It allows me to market. It allows me to reach out to influencers who are in that space, and it allows us to have an impact through unity with clothing. And so it's different from Support Black Colleges because the messaging is different, but the communities are the same. The way you build community, the way you come together with people. And I started a channel on Instagram where I'm just like pouring in and just saying random things a week, encouraging and just trying to get people together and making it seem cool to be a Christian. Like growing up, there was no like young black cool people. Like it was like your grandma, your mom, and it's like now it's so many cool people. Like and it feels like a thing.
The music,
bruh.
we're like, who this?
the Christian rap is not like the
Christian rap is
old
not
Christian
like
rap. And so I love it. Like I listened to this one guy
Yeah.
named Alex Gordon, and he sound like Migos. He really sound like
They be
Migos.
spitting.
And he's talking about gospel. And, you know, we're fortunate enough to go to a church where we got a lot of good worship leaders,
Yeah.
like right in our church. And so I just think it's my way to express. You know, everybody has their own way. You can do it through styling, you can do it through podcasts, you can do it through whatever. But that's just the way that fits for me.
I think immediately what comes to me is that, like, I know that my passion is to center my work around Black women. So today that means I'm running the dopest stationery brand, Be Rooted, that y'all have ever seen. And tomorrow it might mean that I'm going to have an investment fund that invests back in Black women. And that might mean in 20 years from now that I'm running a community organization that invests back in Black women. Whatever it means, it'll always be centered around my purpose. But I'm okay with what that and this might look for me like today and tomorrow.
I guess what does and this mean to me? I'm going to say, and this is God's promise that, like, yeah, I've given you this calling and this purpose, and then those contracts were up and I gave you another one, and you were obedient and I gave you another one, but I'm also going to look out for you. Like you said, you're going to be a mom, you're going to be a wife, you're going to have this amazing career that you feel like you're living in such a huge purpose, and you're just going to be so full in your life. For me, it is, I am all of these things. I am a retail expert.
Mm-hmm.
I am a stylist. I am going to be somebody's mama. I am going to be somebody's wife. I am a friend. I am a daughter. Like, I am all of these things. And if I choose to be this,
Mm-hmm.
or this in another season of my life, then that's okay as well. Like, I don't think that there's not a period for me. It's a comma.